Hey friends, welcome to my first video. This is the look I created for you guys today. It's not very intricate. It's literally something I do almost every day when I decide to put makeup on, which is very rare. But just want to say thank you for opening up this video and taking the time to check it out. Really, the whole concept of this video and for pretty much all my videos is just to show you guys that like you don't need a lot of expensive things to feel good about yourself, to look poppin', to like, you know, get these makeup looks down. So don't stress it. I got you guys. This is my first video, so don't be too hard on me, alright? And let's get into the video. Okay, here we go. Just clipping my hair back with these little clips. Alright, so this is just pretty much my everyday get ready situation. This is the mirror I use all the time. I have a makeup remover wipe right here just to clean off some of my brushes. But yeah, so let's get started right now. It's been maybe a few hours since I've taken a shower, and so I have nothing on my face right now. I'm gonna use some moisturizer because my skin has been really dry lately, and this is me unfiltered. My face has been kind of crazy, but for the most part it's clearing up. If I look this way a lot, it's because there's a mirror right here. But I am using Cetaphil Daily Hydrating Lotion. Nothing too crazy. You can get this at like Walmart, Target, whatever. I'll do this every day, even if I don't wear makeup. And then also, I like to use the Mario Badescu hydrating spray. It has aloe, cucumber, and green tea in it, and I kind of do it like either before or after moisturizer, just to like freshen up my face. And I think I do it just because it smells really good too. But or if I'm just doing a quick makeup, then I kind of just go and put my foundation on. I don't really worry too much about priming, but my pores are pretty big. I mean, I'm sure you can probably see it through the camera. But I like to just make my skin nice and soft so my makeup sits nicely. And that was the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I have a lot of clients and people that are like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just kind of put on my makeup and whatever. So when I do their makeup, they're like always so amazed. Like, I didn't know you're supposed to do that or whatever. So I hope the videos I make are helpful. Right now, I am just putting on my foundation. I'm using the Frankie Rose Cosmetics Perfecting Foundation. Very matte, and it is in the shade Olive. And I know a lot of people like to use beauty blenders, but this is just like a flat brush.
So, backstory. I know while creating this page or my YouTube channel and creating a lot of the stuff that I do, PSA, don't mind background noise. A lot of people will probably like wonder the actual name of my YouTube channel and all that. But it is called Princess Allure, and I remember creating this name. I pretty much was trying to figure out a name for my hair page on Instagram, which if you don't follow right now. And it's just like pretty much a little showcase of like my makeup, clients that I've done, if I remember to take pictures of it, and hair pictures, because I do hair and makeup as a profession. And so I remember I wanted to have a collective of all my work and just showcase it on like one page instead of like mixing it in with, that's an air freshener. Anyways, so yeah, and I just wanted to combine it on one social media page and just include all my work, and I didn't want it to be like so common. Like, I really wanted it to be something different. And I remember getting my hair done with my friend that day. Shout out to my girl Aspen. And I remember we were having this major brainstorm session, and I was getting my hair done, And I was like, what the heck do I name it? Like, what do I name my Instagram? Because that's what it was for, Instagram. I was like, what do I name it? I want it to be something different, something me, you know? And I know princess is like kind of cheesy because I'm a grown-ass woman. But I'm older, you know, and so I'm like, is princess silly? But I remember growing up, like, that was just like my thing. I love Disney, I love anything princess. If you've grown up with me, you know that, like, that's my jam. Like, anything princess, I could literally sing all of the Disney princess songs. Yeah, test me, I promise. I know all of the songs. And so I just thought about it, and I originally was thinking of, like, logos that I would come up with for my brand or for me down the line. And I just had this picture in my head of, like, this anime princess. Like, that's what I envisioned, was this, like, anime princess that was just all about hair and makeup and all things beauty, you know? And so I just stuck, and so Allure kind of just stuck with the princess theme, and I just love the whole concept that I had in my head. Of course, you know, eventually, hopefully, I will come up with the whole idea, and you guys will all get the picture. But that is where Princess Allure came from.
And I really like it, so don't be so confused by the name. It's just an idea that I had in my head, but anyways, I am doing my eyebrows right now. This is what I do every time I do my makeup. I try to switch it up every now and then, but this is kind of just what I've been liking lately. So FYI, just remember, you do not have to do your eyebrows like this. I get a lot of compliments on my eyebrows though, so I'm like, might as well show you guys how I do it. I'm using an Eco Tools angled side of the brush. It's kind of dense, not too thin. And then I am using Smashbox Photo Matte Eyes. This I got at the little like checkout area of Sephora. And yeah, I use it quite often. As you can see, I'm hitting pan on all of the colors. But right now I'm using these two colors, which is like a lighter warm brown and a deeper brown for my eyebrows. Just kind of packing it on my brush and underlining the bottom of my eyebrow. So I make it kind of dark to begin with. I don't worry too much about starting my eyebrows because I know I'm going to clean them up and they're going to look bomb afterwards. So don't stress too much, okay? Just go with it. And next up is I use concealer. This one is old and I've been scraping it out because I've been trying to avoid buying a new one. I'm so freaking frugal with things that I'm just like, do I have to go and buy a new one? Like, do I have to? So anyways, I should have showed you. This is the Maybelline Better Skin concealer, and this is in the shade Light. I love this. I have a couple in here and I've been like literally scraping it out. See, there's still some on here. I might just use that because I use it for my eyebrows. I will use this later on, but I just put a little on my hand, literally a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. And I'm going to use this e.l.f. I've had these brushes for quite a bit, so don't judge me. I literally use what I got, so if it works, I don't really change up. So it's like a little flat shader brush. So I'm just going to clean up the bottom. I feel that if you have enough product on your brush, this step, I hope you can see, this step works pretty perfect. You can just follow the arch, drag, and just drag the rest of the product down. Get more product. If you have just a little bit of product on your brush, this probably won't work as great. And I only put it at the very tip. You can see that. And yes, I take the longest on my eyebrows, which usually a lot of people wouldn't. But that is why I get a lot of compliments on my eyebrows, because I take forever on them. So yeah, I just drag it all the way to the center and kind of carve it out at the bottom. I don't get a lot of product. I just use what I have on my eye and drag it down. Blend it as much as you can. Don't worry too much about the front of it. As you can see on this side, I kind of blended it in. So this side, I'm just gonna blend. I usually go up and down. Okay, going back to this brush, this angled brush. I'm not gonna take product just yet from my little palette. I will in a second. I'm just gonna use this and brush upward. That's why I put a lot of product on the line, is because I know I'm gonna use it for the rest of my brow. Can you guys hear the wind outside? I'm using the natural light, so I'm literally right by the window. Save the front for last, because you know the front part has to be a little bit lighter. And look at the difference. Let me know if you want me to do like just a video on eyebrows. I know that's always a big question, and for some reason eyebrows are like a big thing these days. A lot of product left, so I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna do the dark brown and do just at the ends. And when it comes to this little area from your arch down, depending on how your hair grows, I would go with the direction that your hair is growing. I'm gonna go back in with that concealer. Yes, the one that's like empty, but there's still product on there. And I'm gonna create a base for my eye, so just putting product on. And I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. concealer brush. It's really fluffy. I need to clean it, but I'm using my wipe right now because I use this literally all the time. And I'm just gonna pat it and then blend it. And then also, if you're using like shimmery colors or bright colors, you could see it more visibly. Plus it hangs on to the eyeshadow more so that your eyeshadow doesn't fade all over. I like to take it on top too, where I used the concealer to carve out my eyebrows so I can blend that all together. Perfect. I have two go-to palettes literally that I use all the time. Don't mind this one's beat up, but this is the first edition of the Jaclyn Hill palette. This is with Morphe. As you can see, this is the very first like palette to come out with Jaclyn Hill, which if you don't know who Jaclyn Hill is, she's a beauty influencer on YouTube. And yeah, she created this one, and then like months down the line she created the exact same palette but with better packaging, so the newer one is like shiny and nice and doesn't get all like messed up like this. But anyways, this is how it looks inside. Very popular. I have another Morphe palette, and this one is the 350 Natural Glow palette. Again, from Morphe, really inexpensive. You can literally get this at Ulta now. I'm not sure about the Jaclyn Hill, but you can buy it. This is where I bought. This one was at Ulta. And this is how it looks. very neutral, nothing crazy. I mean, the colors are very rich, and I've been using this a lot more just because I don't do anything crazy with my makeup, so it's like very neutral, very everyday looks. And if I don't use these two, I will reach for the Tarteist Pro. And this one I got at Sephora, pricey. I think it was like maybe $40. I'll check on that. But same concept. Very neutral, very pretty. So you know what, maybe I'm gonna use this today. We'll save these for another day. And it is just a really fluffy brush. I use this with every makeup look. In this too, it's called a BS Mall, I think that's the brand. I literally ordered like just a big packet of brushes from Amazon, and it was like the best seller. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll let you know how much it was, you know, somewhere on this video. But I'm gonna do just a natural everyday look, something that you guys can follow along with too. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna use this second shade right here. It's called Innocent. Take that. Real quick, before I start, it's already starting to crease a little bit because I didn't set it, so I'm just gonna soften that out first. Random pieces of glitter everywhere for some reason. Oh, go away. Okay, can you see? Now that that's on, I'm gonna use the same brush, but I'm gonna take maybe this one. It's like, I don't know if you could see it. It's kind of a lighter shade, but it's called Chic. I don't know, but I'm taking that. It's kind of lighter, but I'm just gonna deepen just that little area where I applied the color. Not gonna be too crazy, but just a little layer of color. And this Tarteist Pro is really good on pigment, so it's not gonna be very dusty looking. Perfect. Okay, before I do my base color of my eyes, I like to curl my eyelashes so I don't have to worry about that later on. I will be putting on false eyelashes, but for right now I'm gonna curl them really quick. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Anyways, so now I'm gonna take another brush, and I'm actually going to use the Eco Tools brush again, the one with the little angled brush on one side, and I'm gonna use the other side, which you can get this brush and this other brush, dual-ended, at Target. I believe Profesh, right here. So. And just put it on my lid. It's kind of darker, so kind of try to pat it. I'm not blending it right now, I'm just patting it on my eyelid. A little bit more. Pat, pat. And now I'm gonna go back in with that blending brush that I used for the transition shade, and I'm gonna go back in with Profesh, what I put on my eyelid, and I'm gonna blend that over it. And kind of lightly blend it into the crease. Other side. There's two motions when you're doing eyeshadow, and that's like the windshield wiper motion where you're just going back and forth, and then the circular motion, which does a lot of the blending for you. Do smaller ones for a really good blend in certain areas, or you can do wider ones to blend everything if you know you're just in a rush or whatever. Do the wrist work and I promise the blend will be there. I normally would do eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, which I know a lot of people are scared of. They're just like, no, not doing it, mess up every time. So today I'm gonna go and do eyeliner, but a more smoky eyeliner. Like, I'm gonna use eyeshadow. So it's a little easier, not as scary. You guys can do it, I promise. You guys got it, okay? I have this small angled elf brush. It says small angled on it. I think it's like $2 at Target. And I am going to use, let me see if there's a dark shade in here. Yeah, I'm gonna use this palette too, and I'm gonna use Punk right here. Punk, it's a black shadow. This black shadow though, it's kind of like more on the gray scale, so it's not like completely black. And here's the trick. I'm gonna go in with the Mario Badescu spray, and I'm gonna spray the end of it. Dip it into Punk. Get it really saturated in the eyeshadow. Tap it off. And we're gonna do some eyeliner. Don't be scared. You got this, okay? So I start in the middle. And I'll just do the line closest to my eyelashes. You could do patting motions, which really packs in the color, or you could do swiping motions, whatever is comfortable. I'll turn it around like this and go back just to make sure it's all connecting. Now I would spray it again at the end, but I don't want it to be that prominent right now because I'm going to outline the wing. So again, I'm just dipping it back into the eyeshadow and making the wing. Don't worry about it being messy, we'll clean it up. So connect. So I'm gonna leave it like that. Just kind of clean everything up. So it looks something like that. So again, don't worry about it being perfect, okay? Just keep it moving. I'm gonna spray it again. Back in Punk, the black eyeshadow. Again, starting in the middle, and just connect the dots. Make sure your brush is saturated in the eyeshadow. Take your time, dump all the way in, like so. I don't know if you can see. Oops, same on the side, just a little inside. Just so that when you put on your eyelashes, it'll be seamless, like you won't see where it starts or stops. So again, more eyeshadow and pat. Just pat it on. And you always want to tap it off, just because when you're doing it, you don't want all the fallout to come off from your I like my eyeliner and my eyebrows sharp. Like, I'm gonna cut somebody with this if you mess with me kind of sharp, you know? Take my MAC Fix Plus. I do not splurge on makeup a lot, but I find that this is like my biggest tool while doing makeup. It just melts everything nicely into the skin. It just makes everything so fresh, and I just love it. I'll spray it on my face now just so that my eyeshadow gets a nice set to it. All the shadows can just, you know, be melting into my skin. My eyebrows helps a lot too with the powder, because I do use a lot of powder, you know, the eyebrows and everything. Also, since my foundation has been sitting on my skin for a little bit, it kind of just wakens it up and freshens it up before the next step. So I'm gonna just quick douse, and I am gonna be doing some lashes now. I have my glue right here. This is the Duo liquid adhesive glue. And the lashes I am going to be doing right now, which is a favorite, is the Salon Perfect 614 lashes, I believe. Yep, 614. And these are so inexpensive and so good, especially if you're not like a huge dramatic lash girl. These are where it's at. And I picked these up at Walmart, which is awesome. This style though is always sold out, or people keep stealing them or something, because whenever I go and try to pick them up, they're not there. Ladies, tip. This is a very important tip when you put on fake eyelashes. Always, always, always cut the very like little last part of your lashes. That, yeah, it'll pop off. And then the very end, because at the very end there's a little plastic lining from the band that pops out, and it's so uncomfortable when you have it on, which is why a lot of girls, they just hate lashes, because it's just so uncomfortable. And I don't cut the whole end off, I just cut like the very, very tip where that band is sticking off. So do the same on each. If you get lashes and it comes with these little black plastic tweezers or whatever, applicators, these help a lot too, which actually let's use these, because I know a lot of girls get these in their lashes in the box, and a lot of times people just throw them away, which is fine, but I'll show you how to use them right now. Another tip for putting on lashes, let it dry for a few seconds. Like, don't just put it on right after you put the glue on, because then it'll slip and slide everywhere. Lashes applicator, slide it through like that, let it dry, and slowly from corner to corner apply it and let it sit. Slowly come out, pinch the corners of it, place it again, just place it. I use my hands and kind of squeeze my lashes together with my real lashes. Of course it helps that I have nails, right? But even if you don't, just use this, whatever is easier, and just make sure your eyelashes are sitting where it's comfortable. I kind of push it against my finger, let it dry a little bit. Do the same thing, corner to corner, place it. If it comes right off with the applicator, that means your glue wasn't dry enough and it was still wet, so that's why it'll get stuck to your applicator. Again, corner to corner. Sometimes at this point I'm just like, forget the applicator, I can do it with my hands. So before I go on to finish my face up, I'm gonna take the angled brush again by e.l.f. and go and get more of that black eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna camouflage my lashes, not wetting them, just tapping them in the eyeshadow and just tapping them over the band of the eyelashes. And you're not swiping or smearing on it, you're just tapping on your band of the eyelashes. When it comes to things. So now, concealer. Once my eye makeup's done, or pretty much almost done, I'm gonna conceal, set my makeup, do contouring, do all that bronzing and stuff. For concealer, I like to use the Bye Cosmetics, oh no, It Cosmetics Bye Under Eye. And this is a full coverage anti-aging waterproof concealer, and this is in medium. I've been using this for a minute, which I kind of splurged on. So I'm gonna use this, and then I'm gonna use a little bit of the other concealer, the Better Skin Concealer. And I just put a little dot on my hand. I don't know if you can see it. With this concealer, I love it, but there's some tricks to it. You put it on your hand and you warm it up with your finger. I feel like that is the best to apply it, because sometimes it's a little thick, and so when you put it on right away, it kind of is just hard to blend out, and I don't know, it just feels different. So I like to warm it up with my finger, and then with this I'll just pat it. And then once that's applied, I'll take that e.l.f. brush that I've been using, and I'll go in some extra product, just tapping in there, and I'll clean up the sharp angle of the And if you put too much product, just drag it down, because you're going to blend it all anyways. And I am going to use the good old concealer brush. It's a favorite, and I'm going to do some Fix Plus on my brush, just so that it blends out nicely on my skin. Not necessary, totally not necessary. You could just blend it out however, but this is what I prefer to do. And this is very hydrating, like it doesn't get really dry on your face. So when you're using this, you're always gonna see this like sheen of like moisture, or I don't even know what to call it. It's just shiny, you know? So it used to scare me in the beginning, because I'm like, what the heck, why is it so oily, you know? Oily. But I just realized that it's just very hydrating, so it kind of just looks like this until I set it. Now I'm gonna go in with the Better Skin Maybelline Superstay Active Wait with Actyl C oil free. Don't know what that means, but I like it. This is a brand new one. And I am going to I would normally use the It Cosmetics concealer to do my T-zone also, just to add some light in the center of your face. That's kind of why you apply the lightener everywhere, or not lightener, concealer. Thinking hair right now. But I feel like it's called Bye Bye Under Eye for a reason, right? So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna use a different concealer to highlight my face opposed to just putting the expensive concealer everywhere. Okay, and usually I would set my makeup right now, but I've decided that I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty. My makeup is all crazy because I just throw it on my makeup bag, but I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty concealer stick, and this is actually it's called a matchstick concealer. A matchstick, and it's in cocoa, which it's a little darker. I might get a different shade next time it's a little lighter, but I'm gonna use this right now to contour. And contour is just adding darkness in the hollows of your face to give you a more like slimmer appearance, you know. Because no one likes a double chin. And just a little bit. I don't have a big forehead, but I like it to be pretty symmetric with contouring. And then I'll put a little on my nose, because I got a big nose. And a little down here just for a shadow effect. So for any kind of contouring, which contouring and bronzing are two different things, okay? Bronzing, which you use just a regular bronzer. I use the Hoola bronzer now because I'm bougie now, you know, since I bought it. Just kidding. But anyways, this is kind of expensive too. I'll probably use this later if I need or want a little bit more warming up on the face. But contouring usually is some kind of cream, a darker shade for the hollows of your face. So I'm just being extra right now and showing you how to do this. So apply where you want it. This is usually the format of how you would apply it. Hollows of your cheeks, a little around your face, just so it can be pretty symmetric and warmed up. And right now, like I said, I would use a beauty blender, but that's dirty. I'm using an angled brush. Blend downwards when you're doing your neck, so it blends into your neck. Doesn't look so crazy. Trust me, there's a method to my madness, okay? This looks crazy, I know. If you're a newbie to makeup and you don't even put a lot of makeup on, don't even worry about this step. Just get past it, throw on some bronzer, call it a day. Okay, I'm blending the nose now. A lot of times I'll use a smaller brush to do this, but right now I'm just seeing how this works out. Alright, I'm just gonna go with it. Can't really see very well. So yeah, this part is what's pretty time consuming, is just blending. Like I said, I'm a perfectionist, so I like to make sure that everything is just blended nicely. Can you see that the color is kind of warm on my face? That is why I'm like, maybe next time I'll get a lighter color. But for now, I'm gonna make it work. Try to perfect that. I'm gonna clean off my concealer brush a little bit, and I'm gonna use this in Pat and just kind of blend everything around this area. I'm gonna go in with my foundation brush and kind of just blend out the edges of the contour stick, and where my concealer is also. I'm just kind of gonna blend that out. I personally do this step because my face does get really oily. So I get really oily in my T-zone area, which is forehead, nose, chin, and then my cheeks, like around my nose. So for this step, which is baking, which a lot of people are like, what the heck does that mean? Oops, a little too much. I'm using the RCMA translucent powder. Yeah, it's translucent. No color powder. And I had gotten this at a makeup store in Scottsdale. I live in Phoenix. And this is a 3-ounce container. And I believe I got this for like maybe $8 to $12 in between there. I'll put the price in the video, which is a really good deal because this is a really good setting powder that I like. Very, very popular, and it'll last me forever. Put it in there. Put a little too much, but it's okay. And I'm gonna take a beauty sponge. Like, this is what I use for my powders, so it's kind of dirty, but yeah, just one of the triangle sponges. Again, you can get it at Walmart. And I'm just gonna put my sponge in there and put it underneath. Again, if your concealer is creasing, go through and pat it out, please. Save us the trouble of some makeup madness and just blend it out really quick. And then pat it on. Etc., etc. So I pat that in. This is the baking process. Here. So I put it all where I put my concealer. Drag it down. I know it looks extremely white right now, but don't worry about it, girl. Put it on my nose where my concealer was. Down here. If you do this step, you do not need to leave this on very long. Me, on the other hand, I leave it on for a little bit longer just because I don't want to have to worry about touching up my makeup at all. So this helps really contain oil and keep your makeup from getting all crazy later on, especially here in Phoenix. It's getting hot in the summer. It's getting hot outside. It looks nice outside, but it's like mirage. It's really not that nice feeling when you step outside. You'll step outside and instantly start sweating. So this I do all the time when I do makeup, even if it's just light, because I'm not trying to be shiny out in these streets. While that is setting, let's finish up the eyebrows. Going back in, Smashbox, and this time I'm using this angled brush. It's kind of more dense, and I'm gonna take this color by the pink, it's like a gray, like ashy almost color. What is it called? It's called Grounded. I'm gonna just follow the line on top and just shade it in. This is a lighter eyebrow day, so this is like more of a natural eyebrow. Trust me, there's days where it gets pretty dark around here. But right now, very natural. See the difference? Okay, same thing. Looks pretty good to me. And now, this is a must. Like, if you care at all about your eyebrows, this is a must. And it is eyebrow gel. Eyebrow gel, which this has two sides. It has a more pointier, fine, like tip brush, or not brush, applicator. And then the other side's more square and rounded. So you're gonna take, doesn't really matter which side you use, but I like the more pointier side because it just gets my eyebrow shape like really precise. So do the other side, just the same. And this, make sure your eyebrow hair stays in place. It blends it out perfectly so that your eyebrows look very natural. Like you didn't completely fill them in with a marker. It's a game changer. Now, I'm gonna take my mascara, Maybelline. This is a Big Shot Volume Express mascara. Black is black, really black. And I'm just gonna blend in my eyelashes. And then I'm gonna go in back to my palette. And I'm gonna take that color I used for the transition shade, so Innocent, the lighter color. And I'm just gonna run through real quick with a quick blend just to deepen it up again. Kind of bring back some more color to my eyes. Again, I'm just OCD and just want to make sure everything's blended as so. And then I'm gonna go in with a different brush. It's funny, this brush it's a Wet n Wild brush, which is another brand you can get at Walmart, Target, wherever. Very inexpensive. I think this brush was only $1. You know why? Because I got it at the dollar store. I saw it and I was like, yo, this brush looks good. I'm gonna try it out. And if it works, it's gonna be an aha moment because I only paid $1 for it. This is how it looks. Fluffy, kind of pointed in the center. I'm gonna take the lightest color in the palette, whether it's white, usually it's like a vanilla shade. This is called Vintage and it's more white, not like a sparkly white, but just like a matte white. Ooh, and I'm gonna highlight my brow bone. And I'm using this just because I know it's a little fluffy and it can blend together with the color I used for my transition. And now I'm gonna take off my setting powder. And I'm using this tapered face brush. Go around my face with it. Sometimes I'll use the existing powder from the setting powder, and I'll kind of just dust it all over. I'll do my laugh lines around here and just use that powder to set everything else. Same with my forehead. I'll take it around my face, use it to blend out around my face. Okay, once that's all done, I'm gonna do a quick run through of face powder. And this is the Rimmel London Nude Beige face powder. This is what I used the lid for the baking powder, so I'm just gonna use the actual face powder. I will avoid my nose area though, because I feel like I had enough powder, so just all throughout. Get my Fix Plus before I add any highlighter or whatever. Just drown in that, bathe all in it. Because it really makes a difference. I never used it before. Once I started using it, I'm like, why did I not use this before? Like, it just sets everything so good. It makes everything look not powdery. Okay, we're almost done. Hang in there with me. Thank you guys again for, watching this video. I was so apprehensive and so like worried about putting myself out there and making a video because I'm awkward. I know what to talk about. I don't know how to act in front of a camera like this, so I just was in work mode right now. But thank you for clicking on the video and actually being interested in watching me. Cool. I'm gonna go in with some highlighter. Highlighter is a big thing these days. Everywhere you look on social media, all the ladies, all your girlfriends, everybody is highlighting like crazy. You'll hear the terms highlight on fleek, but I'm not very much of a highlight girl. So I like to place them in certain areas, and that's it. And I'm gonna take this Becca highlighter in Opal. It comes in a much bigger, little container, I guess, or what is this called? I don't know. Comes in a bigger little pot or pan. But this, like I said, I don't highlight a lot, so I wasn't gonna invest in like a really expensive highlighter. Let me know if you want to see a video of like other products you can use besides brands at Sephora. I have plenty of products. You hear those birds outside? It's like a nice day. I haven't been outside all day though. And then I'll put a little on the ridge of my nose. And then I'm gonna take it in the corners of my eyes. cool. I don't want to put any on my cheeks just because I'm trying to be extra right now. I don't know how many times I said extra in this video. Love this stuff. I literally have like 3 or 4 empty ones that I am trying to save up so I can get like a free lipstick or something at MAC. Because literally that's all I buy at MAC is the Fix Plus. Usually I wouldn't use a lip liner, but I think today I'm just gonna go in with some lip color. I keep all of my lip products in my purse. Like this whole front pocket of my purse is lip liners, lip glosses, lipsticks, everything. So I don't even keep it out with my makeup or in my makeup bag. Just because you never know what mood you're gonna be in for lipstick, right? And usually I'm just such in a rush that I'll just go out the door and I won't even bother to put anything on my lips. And then in the car, I'm like, oh, I need some lipstick or something, and so I'll just reach in my bag and pick out a color. Right now, I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna butcher this name. It's like Antwerp. It's a NYX Soft Matte Cream. I'm just filling in my lips up. Take these out of my hair. And that's the finished look. I mean, right now, I love the lip, but I think I'm gonna put on a lip gloss. And I'm gonna share with you my favorite lip gloss almost of all time, and it is the Fenty Beauty. Of course, this lip gloss is the bomb, and I forgot what it's called because Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb. If you don't have this and you're a lip gloss girl, please go buy it. It smells like cherry Kool-Aid. No joke. It smells so good. It is bomb. I usually just put it in the center of my lips. When I don't have anything else on my lips, I'll put it all over. But look. So bomb. This is a finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed a little how-to moment of what I do when I get ready. So much again for watching. Thank you for giving me like 30 minutes of your time. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. And even if the makeup doesn't look poppin' in real life, which it will, at least it's Snapchat too.